Okay, Algebra 1, week 5. And we are going to do quizzes 1, 2, and 3 and get ready for exponents, radicals, and irrational numbers. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Let's do this. Once it loads. Oh boy. Is the following rational or irrational? So you probably should be told, things. Rational means can be a fraction. Irrational means technically cannot be written as fraction. Wow, not very good handwriting. So pi, the square root of 2, or any non-perfect square. These are examples of irrational numbers. Rational numbers are everything else. Okay, so 6 1/2. Can you write that as a fraction? Of course you can, right? Multiply 6 by 2 and add 1. So it's rational. But hey, the square root of 40, is that a perfect square? No. So it's irrational. If it was a perfect square, it would be rational. The cube root of 729, what does that little 3 mean? That little 3 and also the little, the square root. Let's talk about the square root first. The square root is 5 of 25 is 5 because 5 squared, square root, right, equals 25. So the cube root is the answer to this question. What number to the third power is 729? And before you run away and say, I would never know that, most of the time, these answers are going to be single-digit numbers. So know your cube roots, know your first 10 cube roots. So let's write them down. Let's make a list. Check it twice. We already know 10 is 1,000, right? What are all these numbers cubed? And then memorize them so that you can do math. 1 cubed, we know that one. 2 cubed is 8. 3 cubed is 27. It's not 3. 4 cubed, 64. 5 cubed, 125. 6 cubed, 216. 7 cubed, is that 340? Is it 349? Let's find out. 343. 8 cubed, I don't know 8 cubed. 512. No, I know it. 9 cubed is, guess what? 729. That's what it is. It's 9. 4.84. Probably going to need a calculator for that one. It's 2.2. If you have the square root and it's a decimal, go ahead and use a calculator. Sometimes in algebra, it's okay. And this irrational. Perfect. Got them all. All right, let's do quiz 2. Properties of exponents. Very important. Knowing your properties of exponents will help a lot more make sense in your life, in math class. Like this one here. This is the reason that we subtract exponents in a fraction, because it's like we're canceling. If the same number, we're canceling common factors. And then what's left? 2 3s on top. What's 3 times 3? Oh, it's making me write it like that. 3 to the second power. There you go. But it's 9, Okay. So let's talk about the 3 rules here. Sometimes we are multiplying like terms, in which case we would add the exponents. Sometimes we are dividing like terms. Just picking different numbers there, in which case we would subtract the exponents. Oh well, look, it's still x to the 5th. Sometimes we are taking a term and raising it to a power, which would mean we are multiplying. We end up multiplying the exponents. Okay, so here we are multiplying the exponents. X4 times 3, Y4 times 3. So we're looking for 2 12s here. There we go. Evaluate -1 to the 5th. -1 times itself 5 times would be -1. This we are multiplying. Yeah, so what does that mean? That just means -3/4 times -3/4. That's 9/16. Multiply the exponents to the 10th. 9 to the 3rd. Oh, when there's no exponent, you can write a 1 there. That's pretty easy. You should probably do that one twice. Make sure there's a question, not a question you missed the first time. Good one. And now we do the negative exponents. Okay, so the last rule about exponents that you'll need to know is the negative exponents. You have, I mean, what does that mean? What that means is the reciprocal of a positive exponent. So x to the -2nd is the same as 1 over x to the +2nd. 4 to the -3rd is the same as 1 over 4 to the +3rd. And it works the other way too. It's negative on the bottom, it would be positive on the top. And the properties of exponents, multiply just like we did in the last quiz. So that would be x to the +21 and y to the -21. There you go. You see these are like terms, and we are going to add the exponents, and when you add those numbers, you get -1. Now you see that is 1 over 2 to the 8th, which is 2 to the -8th, right? If you think about it backwards. And you can do this one. Doesn't count. So there you go. Week 5 is not too bad. So go ahead, get it done, get them all up to 100 and post in the organizer.